This isn't going to be a very long video because I don't have too much to talk about. I'm not actually going to talk about in this video how to build muscle, but what I'm talking about today is sort of your beliefs and your perception around what you need to do. Building muscle is a lot easier than you think. It is genuinely a really simple process. Now, this is coming out of the mouth of someone who has built over 60 pounds of lean mass in the space of 5 years and completely transformed my physique. And I've been on the side of making exponential progress with my strength, benching over 315 pounds and helping clients do the exact same thing too. This is also coming from a perspective of someone who really struggled at the start and really thought that muscle growth was difficult. So I have been on both sides of the fence, and I soon realized that it's not a hard gainer issue, it's not a genetic issue, it's not an issue with your workout plan, it's not that you're following a diet plan, it's not that you're not made to build muscle. It's a perception issue, it's a belief issue. The majority of people believe that building muscle is hard. However, I just say the majority of people have a misunderstanding around the process of building muscle. And the reason why I say it is a perception issue is because we need to start thinking about muscle growth through what it is and not through who you are. The only reason why you believe that muscle growth is difficult is because that's your perception, that's what you believe, and that's what you see. Now, because you believe that, then that thing becomes difficult, because our reality is just a byproduct of our thoughts and our beliefs and our experiences. And then if you believe and if you think that muscle growth is hard, when you try to bulk and when you try to build muscle, you're going to subconsciously act in accordance to that, and therefore, live experiences where, you're not making progress, and that reaffirms a belief to you that muscle growth is hard. However, you need to start thinking about muscle growth, and you need to start thinking about things in general in terms of changing your physique or whatever it is through the lens of what it is or not who you are. You need to put your personal perception and your personal belief to aside for a second, and you need to actually look at what muscle growth is and what you need to do in order to achieve muscle growth, because it's not that muscle growth and what you need to do is difficult, it's just the consistency of those actions over time which can then be a little bit challenging. Because genuinely, all muscle growth is, and I like to break it down into a little framework called TDR, and this is training, diet, and recovery. Those three things, there are obviously little variables in between each and every one of those. However, those three things are all you need to build muscle, and those are the only three things that I have used to build over 60 pounds of lean mass and completely change my physique over this period of time. How you build muscle is actually simple. It's just because we're in the mass information age, I guess that it can be so easy and so simple to overcomplicate and confuse things. And you hear someone telling you to focus on and track every single mini, macro, micronutrient in your diet or whatever it is, all of this stuff, and it can seem so complicated. That further reaffirms your incorrect beliefs around muscle growth, so then you're going to keep on thinking it is hard, therefore it is going to be hard, because your beliefs confirm your reality, and your reality unfolds and manifests in alignment with your beliefs and your thoughts and your perceptions and what you believe and what you think. So it's not the fact that it's difficult, it's a perception issue. Because if you now start to look at muscle growth what it is, all you need to do is train hard, eat well, and make sure you recover. On a really basic level, that is all you need to do to achieve your goals. If you start to look at it through a lens like that, then it's going to start to become a lot easier for you. You've got to think about it like this. Yeah, you may find eating in a calorie surplus difficult. If we think about it, all we've got to do to eat in a calorie surplus is pick up the fork or pick up the spoon multiple times, put food in our mouth, and then we've eaten in a calorie surplus. It's just doing that over a prolonged period of time that you find difficult. So genuinely, what it's all about is just sticking to the basic principles, understanding that the process of muscle growth is genuinely easy. It's just the consistency of the action that may be a little bit difficult over time, because we'll obviously have days where we wake up and we don't want to eat our first meal, or we don't want to go to the gym, or you may get back at 8 p.m. and realise you've got to eat a big meal when you don't want to. That is what can be difficult about it. It's not the actual actions that are difficult. To go to the gym, you may have so much friction behind that, or, with your diet or making meal prep. But all you've got to do for meal prep is just get the ingredients out the fridge, put them together and how you got to put them together, and then the meal is there. Done. That's it. That's all meal prep is. It really isn't hard. You just perceive it to be hard because you think about it through a lens of who you are, not what it is. I know this video has been short and it may be a little bit weird and it may be a little bit different, but I just wanted to make this video because I think a lot of people struggle with muscle growth because they have a perception issue, and they just think of things in a twisted way which won't help them, and it will further reaffirm to them that the process is more difficult, therefore you're not going to make more progress. But it actually is easy. You just got to train, eat well, sleep well. and then you're going to make progress. It's as simple as that. If you have found this video helpful, I really hope you have. Drop a like, leave a comment down below as well on your thoughts on whether this video has helped you. I'll be really interested to hear that, and I'll be really keen. And if you do want to stay around for more information like this, for more simplification, I would really appreciate a subscription. It'll go such a long way. Or if you want more access to information like this, and you want access to accountability and a group of people and men on the exact same journey as you, who are looking to simplify the process as much as possible, and you want to learn more lessons from me on how this process can be as simplified as this, then I'm going to leave a link to my free community in the top link in the description down below, where this is just the start of the results we have been seeing in there. Thank you very much. I hope this video has been helpful. Have a good day. Bye bye.